All right, we're going over to Mike Eppel at 680, and we're talking the money, the dollars. Royal Bank reporting first quarter profits. Good morning, Mike.
Yeah, good morning, Melanie. Royal Bank is the biggest of the big Canadian banks and in with a big profit in the first quarter. $3 billion in net earnings as the RBC saw growth in all of its business operations and as well saw a one-time tax benefit from U.S. tax reform. A little bit more money coming in from that side of the ledger in the U.S. for the RBC. They're raising their quarterly dividend, also buying back some stock, and also forecasting what the Canadian economy may or may not do this year. But they see it growing by a little less than 2%, which would be a little bit of a slowdown from what we saw in 2017. So we'll track the RBC over the course of this year. It has been, shall we say, a little bit of an underperformer, as has the TSX, which is still down for 2018. The RBC is down about 0.5% on the year. Yesterday, the CIBC reported earnings per share and a dividend increase that both came in above expectations. Toronto housing, always a topic of conversation. We've seen a little bit of a slump in sales over the past few months with new mortgage rules coming in. The larger problem, though, might be the fact that there aren't enough new homes to buy. The Building and Land Association saying that in January, new home sales dropped across the GTA comparably by 31% from January a year ago. Now, January in 2017 was a red-hot housing market, but the folks at Build say that there's just not enough new construction going on, no place to build due to land use restrictions. An interesting quote talking about the future growth of Toronto and where people are actually going to find new housing if we don't start building new homes. And Cineplex making some changes in the way that it tries to even out its revenue stream. The company and yesterday with earnings and seeing a little bit of a decline in box office receipts, but seeing more spending at the concession stands as the company has added new offerings, the VIP section at certain movie theaters, and people spending more on popcorn and wine and hot dogs and beverages, and looking at maybe testing a new app to pre-order food. And they've also looked at the idea of spinning off their gaming and media operations to bolster a stock price that year over year is down by more than 30%. Send it back to the studio.
I love the VIP experience. I
know you can't go back if you. I got to have the reclining seats, Kev.
I want a reserved seat. I want a reclining seat. I want food. I want food service during the movie, though, and the beverage service during the movie. They stop. I don't know. Maybe they could just use special.
We've grown soft.
I think we have. I think we have. All right, thank you so much, Mike. Appreciate it.
You're welcome.